So tonight we had a sister that she's came before to LXI. I've never been here. When she was here, I've never been here. But tonight she was here and she was just getting with it, worshiping in there. Whenever I came in, we had awesome experiences tonight. But she had a very special experience, and I felt led to ask her to kind of testify about it tonight for the Smusher channel. So I guess I was kind of get the scene set up. So we decided to pray for our sister. She's got a boot on her foot. I don't know if you can
probably not
scan down there and see that. So she's got this boot. She fell.
Yeah.
Fell a while back, and now she's stuck in a boot. I wish it was. But tonight, the Father showed up and really revealed some beautiful things and some revelation that's going to get a new start for our sister here. You can introduce yourself.
I'm Marina. I just moved here like 7 months ago from Miami, and I didn't know why God sent me here, but I found LXI, and the first thing that came to my mind was, this is why. So he's revealed a lot to me, but today, should I start now?
Yeah.
Okay. Today, I came to church and I didn't really expect anything. Like, even when we were praying for one another, my first thing was like, don't expect anything. And so we start praying for one another, and then someone talked to me about how I have an anointing to sing prophecy. And I was like, what does that even mean? But I knew, and I was talking with God actually before all this started happening, and I heard God tell me that, I was telling God, I may not know who I am right now, but I know what you want from me, and I am a worshiper, and that is what you called me to do. So I may not know where I am, I may not know what you want, but I do know this, that I am a worshiper, and I am willing to sing for you. So after that, we were just about finished up, and I saw a bunch of stuff going on today. I saw people being healed. I just saw God working in so many people's lives, and I thought it was so refreshing. But I got a little discouraged. For years, I've had issues after the other, whether it's asthma, back issues, random injuries like what I got now. Before now, and I just got kind of discouraged. When people would pray over whatever I had, it would get progressively worse. So 2 weeks ago, they prayed over my asthma, and my chest pains got worse, and I had an attack right after we prayed for it. And it got really frustrating, and I just broke down, and I told everyone how I would expect, healing, and I would see healing in other people, but I never saw it in myself. So everyone prayed over me, and it was the first time that I didn't feel pain after I got prayed over. And then a bunch of people all had the same word for me. They all said that it must have been something in my life that's preventing healing, which I've been seeing that in my life recently. There's always something that's keeping me from something that God wants. And so today, it was unforgiveness. I was really angry at people from back home, and I've held resentment in my life for a very, very long time. And for months now, I've been telling God, help me forgive, because I know that I'm missing out on something. But I didn't know how to forgive. It's easy to forgive when you love people, but when you don't, how do you forgive them? And so we prayed over it, and then I finally said, I'm willing to love them. And I think that's what I was missing, was I was so set on forgiving them that I wasn't set on loving them. And so before we prayed for healing, I told God, I'm getting rid of it, and I'm choosing to love. And after that, it was like all the anxiety that I felt walking in, all the chest pain, and all the pain that I was going through, just like lifted off. I've never felt more free. I started like shaking. It was so crazy. And then I took off.
Yeah, I was there.
I took off the boot, and I could walk on it. which I tried walking on it like 2 days ago and I fell down because I was in so much pain. And it's a little sore, but it's the first time I haven't been frustrated after prayer. So yeah.
Praise God. And you had people like tell you things like you just don't want your healing.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want it bad enough or something like that in the past.
Yeah.
And I remember the Father said something to you tonight about this is what you'll say when the enemy comes back.
Yeah.
About the unforgiveness that it's so tempting to hang on to things like that. But this is what you'll say. You remember?
Forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Yeah, what Jesus said on the cross. And that's such a powerful word, you know. Just to crush the enemy's attacks, you know, smush that devil. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing.